90-day. Marriages crumble as Gino tries to get Jasmine deported and Darcey challenges Georgi to file for divorce. Darcey challenged her husband Georgi to file for divorce on the October 5th episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily ever after? As tensions continued to rise following the rocky conclusion to their Bulgarian vacation. Meanwhile, Gino called Jasmine to confront her about the $70,000 he believes she owes him and accused Jasmine of using him to get a green card. Gino claimed their marriage was a scam and informed his estranged wife that he called immigration on her. Trouble found both Jasmine and Darcey on the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. Happily ever after? As both ladies battled their husbands over their deteriorating marriages. First, Darcey challenged her husband Georgi to file for divorce, as tensions continued to rise following the rocky end to their Bulgarian vacation. Darcey made the declaration during a feisty fancy dinner with her sister, her husband Florian, and their friends, Svet and Roxy, after she and Georgi openly bickered about their fight in Bulgaria, communication issues, and more of their ongoing marital problems. After playing the blame game with each other, Georgi insisted that he felt he is always wrong in Darcey's eyes, making it difficult for him to open up to her. "Then don't be married," she exclaimed. "File for divorce. Is that what you want? Because that's what it feels like you want." Earlier in the day, Darcey expressed concerns about her relationship to Stacey after the twins took part in an aerial silks class in hopes of releasing old baggage and ushering in new, more positive energy. In a confessional, Darcey revealed that she and Georgi were barely speaking to each other following the big blow-up at the end of their trip a few days prior. "We haven't even talked to each other about what happened on our last night in Bulgaria," she explained. After the class, Darcey told Stacey that Georgi was hesitant to give me his half of the rent for the month upon returning home. Darcey later said Georgi eventually caved after she started a group chat with herself, her husband, and her dad. Darcey also suggested that, rather than communicating with her, Georgi said he wants half his money back for her portion of the trip to Bulgaria. Stacey was astonished by the allegations, calling Georgi a greedy motherf in response. "You deserve to be treated like a queen every day," Stacey told her twin, who feared her husband was trapped in an avoidant mindset. Their relationship, she later noted, had begun to feel like two ships passing by. Later that evening, Georgi seemed miserable as he sat across the table from his wife at dinner. In a confessional, Georgi admitted that he was still hurt by how the end of the trip to Bulgaria played out, and that things had gotten uncomfortable between him and his wife. "I'm not going to pretend that everything is okay when it's not really okay," he explained. Back at dinner, Darcey revealed that she was triggered by Georgi's suggestion that he was interested in traveling alone. But Georgi felt it was a misunderstanding, and she overreacted. "You disrespected me first by telling me I'm with you, because I did this for your money and all this," he explained. Darcey acknowledged her error and later admitted that she still has healing work to do with herself. But she suggested Georgi needed to do the same. Still, Georgi felt that he sometimes couldn't pinpoint what exactly is wrong in certain circumstances, suggesting that it seemed like everything he did was wrong sometimes. "You know what? Keep blaming me," Darcey said sharply, in a quiet tone. "He's never going to change. Only when and if he wants to for himself." "No, I'm always wrong," Georgi complained, causing Darcey's blood to boil. That's when she put divorce on the table, leaving the room in complete silence. "I think for her to just drop that whole thing on the table, I think was kind of like crazy," their friend Svet said in a confessional. "So something has had to happen that was bigger than this, just what we heard." Also during the explosive episode, Gino finally called Jasmine and shared the scathing letter that he personally wrote to her, venting all of his feelings about their failed relationship. At one point, Gino said it was obvious that Jasmine used him for a green card. "I find the timing of you receiving your green card and sleeping at Matt's house very significant," he explained in the call, later calling their marriage the biggest mistake of my life. "Oh my God," Jasmine groaned in response while sitting on her bed. But Gino demanded that he finish, and went on to claim that Jasmine stabbed me in the back, used me, and broke my heart. Before the call, Gino told producers that he wanted to share his letter with Jasmine so he can close this chapter of my life and be done with it. He then informed Jasmine that he felt let down by his now estranged wife. I really thought you loved me when we spoke for 3 years while you were in Panama, he began. But Gino then suggested that things took a turn for the worse upon her arrival in the United States. You treated me horribly daily, he stated, and it was as though you never really wanted to be with me. After accusing Jasmine of using him for her green card, Gino then confronted her with the numbers he calculated while writing the letter. He went through his itemized list, including $40,000 for all I transferred to Panama, $10,000 for the wedding, $1,225 for her green card, $1,000 for his work on the K, 1 visa process, and $5,000 for a divorce lawyer. So all this money adds up to a good $70,000, Gino shouted at Jasmine. You never intended to be with me. This was AF, scam and its marriage fraud to the T. Jasmine maintained she did nothing criminal and argued that the marriage didn't work, while Matt watched helplessly from the doorway. But Gino disagreed with his wife. You never did anything for me, he yelled, adding, go back to Panama. This caused Jasmine to burst into tears on the other end of the phone. Leave me alone, Jasmine wailed. You have never had empathy for me. The fact that you choose this moment just to trap me. What kind of person are you? But Gino was furious. What do you mean, this moment, Jasmine? I just found out you're pregnant with some other guy's kid, and we were supposed to have a baby together. Jasmine reminded Gino that he was not interested in having sex with her before screaming, You hate me, into her phone, but Gino contended, You knew it was a scam from the beginning. Okay, then go to immigration. Deport me. Go ahead. Jasmine wept, to which Gino replied, I've already gone to immigration. You'll hear from them soon. Jasmine broke down even more and scolded Gino for making me sick over their marriage drama. From the door, Matt begged his girlfriend to calm down. But Gino was relentless. I'm going to take action right away, he told his emotional wife, and she sobbed on the other end of the line. Before he could continue, Jasmine hung up the phone on him. Tears streamed down her face as Matt held his head in his hands behind her. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. 90 Day Fiancé. Happily Ever After? Air Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time / Pacific Time on TLC.